Hi everyone, and welcome to my first YouTube video. My name's Courtney, I'm a chartered accountant, and today I wanted to run through exactly how far a 55k salary goes in the UK in 2024. Let's go. So, £55,000 a year over 12 months, that works out to be £4,583 a month, 34 pence if you want to be exact. My pension contributions, now I contribute 10%, and I'll get onto that a little bit later. So that equates to £458.33. Tax, now, yeah, everyone loves paying tax. My tax is £615.40 for the month. My national insurance, which is more tax, is £369.24 for the month. My student loan repayments, I'm on student loan plan 2 for anyone that's not aware, so my fees were £8,500 per year for the 3 years, and then I also had about £5,500 maintenance loan for the year. So all in all, it equates to about £50,000 worth of debt, which is, again, I'll go on to how that's broken down in a separate video, but my repayments are £166 per month. That comes to total deductions of £1,608 per month, which leaves me with £2,974 per month net take home. So how do I break that down into the different cost buckets? So firstly, I have my fixed costs. So these are, they don't change month on month. They're just my kind of base. I kind of say they're my base of what I need to live, but some of them you'll see I can probably cut out, but I have a couple of luxuries in my life, I guess, if you could call them that. So my mortgage is £638 a month. I live in the southwest of the country. I got my mortgage 4.5 years ago, so I was quite fortunate with the rate and the price. I know prices have gone up, and I will be coming up to remortgage. So again, I'll go through that in a separate video about how I'm gonna tackle my new mortgage cost. My council tax on top of that is £125 a month. I'm in a band B, so quite a small, low-cost house. But yeah, so £125 for that. My internet costs £44 per month. My phone bill, I'm on a SIM only, so that's £29, call it £30 a month. My home insurance is £29 a month. Healthcare costs, so I pay for my dentist, so that's £21 a month. Gym is just £20 a month, so it's a very, very cheap kind of local gym. I have a bank fee of £17.50 a month, and that covers me for all of my European travel. Spotify, £17 a month. My home, I've got like home coverage, which is £17 a month also. I then have another level of cover, which is £9 a month through Aviva, and I pay for Amazon Prime, which is £8 per month. That brings my total cost to £974 for the month. On top of that, I have my other expenses. So I've kind of just bucketed these together. So for groceries, I'm probably spending about £320 a month, just for me. So, that fluctuates with food prices, etc., and things like that. And that's just going to get groceries to make food in the house, not eating out, which we'll get onto later. My fuel costs, so I have a motorcycle, a car and a van. So across the 3 vehicles, I spend about £180 per month. And then my energy, so again, it being quite a small house, I'm probably spending average about £120 per month. All in, that's £620. And that comes to 19% of my kind of overall net pay. The third category I have is my fun category, and this is where I have things like clothes shopping, going on holiday, eating out, kind of any miscellaneous bits that I want to do throughout the month. I've put this at £350 for the month. That does fluctuate quite a lot, because within that I've got things like flights and holiday bookings. So, some months that might be a lot. And in other months it might really come down if I want to save up for that kind of next holiday. But that's kind of what I average it out over the year. And that leaves me with my total savings. So So my total savings, I save around £1,000 a month. So I've got it tagged at £1,030. Obviously that fluctuates depending on holiday spending money and things like that. But kind of my raw savings are about £1,000 a month. Okay, so how does that roll up into the annual view? So my total necessities come to £11,688 for the year. My total expenses come to around £7,400. The fun category, that comes to around £4,200 for the year. That, is a rough estimate. It can go up and down. And my total savings for the year, £12,360 is what I try to save. However, I do have some annual costs. I think it's always important to mention is that, throughout the year you always get these sort of annual costs that I sometimes forget to budget for as well. So these are things like my water bill, which is, I pay that annually, so that was £524 this year. MOTs throughout the year, I think are around, I think it's like £40 an MOT, so for me that'd be about £120 for the year. I average it at 80 because depending on if I'm using my bike or not. My vehicle insurance is quite a big one for me because I've got 3 vehicles. It comes at about £950, £1,000 for the year. And the same with tax across the 3 vehicles is about £900 for the year. So that comes to about £2.5 grand on additional costs that come out of my savings pot. So yeah, that kind of leaves me with around £10,000 a year that I get to save and invest. So overall, I think my budget's pretty good. I know there are definitely areas that I can improve and save, but again, I'm always at a period of my life now where I've kind of worked quite hard and it's nice to actually enjoy some of the money. In later videos, I'd like to go through more specifically kind of investments, definitely, pensions, mortgages, definitely for like remortgage and things like that. And I'd also like to go through my earlier budgets. So when I used to work before I chartered, and I was earning around £28,000 a year, how I managed to use that money to save and buy my first place, which is this house. If you guys feel like you'd find any of that useful, please consider giving me a like and a subscribe so I know I'm kind of on the right track. If there are any other points you'd like me to cover, if you'd like my opinion, if there's anything specifically you want me to run through, feel free to drop it in the comments and I will try to reply to as many people as I can. And yeah, that's it. Thank you all for watching and I'll see you in the next one.